Welcome to Python full course for beginners. In this course, I will take you from complete beginner who have never programmed before to mastering Python. This course will not have any fluff. You have seen many courses that is 12 hours long, 16 hours long, 24 hours long, and that course has so many fluff in it that you don't need when starting out in Python, because if you learn too much, you will get overwhelmed. You have to learn enough so you can start your journey, whether in web application, machine learning, or building your AI apps. This will get you ready for that. So let's start this course. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to download and install Python latest version on Windows. So let's start this video. First, go to any web browser. I am going to Google Chrome right here, and after that type download Python for Windows. You can use any web browser and press enter, and here you will see python.org. You will click on this, and here you have to go to downloads option, scroll there, and you will see download for Windows, and then right there on the down you will see Python. Click on it and it will get downloaded. Now click on the downloaded file, and here you will see at the bottom use admin privileges when installing py.x, add python.x to path. Click on both, select on the option, and then click on customize installation. Here everything will remain same. Now you have to just do is click on the next and click on install. It will start installing Python for you. It will take few seconds. So why don't you click on the subscribe button for that time? This channel is for people who love machine learning. Here you will get machine learning tutorials. So if you are interested on that, so click on the subscribe. So let's see, Python will get installed now. Yeah, it got installed. Let's check it if it got installed or not. So we will go to CMD and type Python to see if it got installed or not. Yeah, the shell is running. Now let's run the simple code. You will print hello world on the screen. This will just print this out on the screen. Yeah, it is printed. Now see the shell idle. This is Python shell, and this is also the code editor. We will open it, and you can see the idle shell. Here we will write the same command, same program, which will be print hello world. So let's write it. So here we will write print hello world, and then we will press enter. Yeah, it is working. So that's how simple installing and downloading Python was. Hopefully you have understand it. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to write your first program in Python. So let's start this video. First you need to search idle in your PC. So I will search idle. If idle is not showing in your PC, you have to just watch my last video where I teach you how to download and install Python correctly. Link will be in the card. So if idle is showing, click on it. And here it will open the shell. It is good for writing small program, but big program need its code editor. Luckily, Python provides its own code editor, so we don't need any extra thing. So just go to file and click on new file. So I will click on the new file, so it will open the code editor. So here we will write our first program, which will be to print something on the screen. So here we will write print, and we need parenthesis, and inside it what we want to print on the screen we will write. So we need quotes. You can either go with double quotes or use single quotes 2 times. Any of it will work. So I am going with double quotes, and here you can write anything. I am writing hello world. You can write anything you want. It will print on the screen. Like you go to any website and you log in here, and it write login successfully. It print on the screen like same this work. So you can write here anything like your name, like etc. Like I am writing my name. So I will go with hello world. It is where you start in the programming journey. You write hello world and print it out on the screen. I also started this way. So now we want to print this on the screen. So we need to run the code. So you will see here on the top menu, run. You have to just go to there and click on the run. And here you can write run, click on the run module or press F5. So if you press run module or F5, it will say to save it. So I will save it on my desktop and save it with the name, my first program. You can write any name you want and then save. Now you can see that it has run. Our first program is run on the screen and it has print hello world. So it was that simple. Now again, if you want to run it, you can do it like this and you don't need to save it again because it is already saved. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you about input function. So let's start this video. So in last video we created this program, wrote this code, and I teach you about variables. If you are not able to understand this code, you should click on the card here and that will take you to my variable video in this playlist. I hope you are understanding this. So what this code do when we run it, it will display your name, whatever name you type here. Welcome to Facebook, Alex. But the problem here is that we are writing the name inside the code. We want that user put the code. The user will don't directly put the name inside the code. They will have an interface where they can put the name. So how do we ask for the input? So here comes input function. You will learn later in this course about function, but now understand about this important function, input function. So how do we write this? First we will write input and do like this. Show. And in here string we will write what we want to input to the user. So we will say write your name. Write your name. So what will happen here? Let's run it. So here it is asking, we got the user interface here and it is asking for your name as the input. So we can type here any name like Pratik. So it will tell welcome to Facebook Pratik. So this is what input function is. So what here happening is that we have created here a variable called name and we are asking for the input. Okay. And in input we are asking for the name. So this is the string that we want to display. In the next video, I will explain string in detail. So here we will asking for input. So whenever user put the input, this variable will contain that input. For example, my name Pratik will go inside this variable name. And then when we print welcome to Facebook, the name will contain that name Pratik. And this will display you like this. For example, Alex. And the variable is containing Alex and it is showing here welcome to Facebook Alex. Hopefully you have understand it. In this video I will teach you about variables. So let's start this video. So what are variables? Variables are used to store data, any type of data like decimals, numbers, booleans, true and false, lists, which you will learn later in the course, so that we can reuse it again. So what I mean by that? Let's look at one example. For example, if we want to print someone name, for example, when you log into Facebook, we want to print you, for example, your name is Alex. So we want that when you log into Facebook, your name should be shown. Hello Alex, for example. So for example, we want to print hello Alex here. Hello Alex. And we will run it from here or place F5. So hello Alex has been printed, but we want to store this data so that later we can use again and again. For example, whenever you will log in, you will say hello Alex, hello Alex. So what we can do is we can store this inside some variable. So for example, name variable. Variables can start with a letter or capital or small any letter or underscore, but cannot be start with a number like this or dot. It is dot. Okay, so we will do like this name and we will store Alex here, and here I will print it out. Welcome to, we will do first name and here comma, and here we have to do it in string, which you will learn later in the course more about string. String is used for letters we want to print on the screen. Sorry. Welcome to Facebook. So what it will do is it will print first the name of this is Alex and this string welcome to Facebook. Okay, we will do. So here we will see when we log into Facebook, it has already taken our name, which is Alex. It first asks us, and then it is printing out Alex, welcome to Facebook. Or we can do like this also. Welcome to Facebook. Name. Then like this it will use, sorry. Welcome to Facebook, Alex. Hopefully you have understand what are variables. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you about functions in Python and why they are used. So let's start this video. So you already know that variables are used to store data inside it. For example, we create a variable name and we will store inside it name. Of my name I will store Pratik. So this value has been stored inside this variable. So we can reuse it again and again in our program. We can store inside this number also. For example, we can create a variable called roll number, and we can store that inside 56. This is the roll number, and we can reuse this value again and again by calling the variable. So same way functions are used, but for code, what do I mean? Let's create a function first. So we will create a function here. First, we have to define a function. DEF for defining function, and then function name, like variable name, which was name of our roll number. So we have to define the name of the function. So what I will name this? Greet. It will greet. Welcome to Facebook. Its job is to, okay. So what it will take the value, we have to put it. So it will take the value of our name, and here we have to do like this. Okay, and then we have to press enter. Sorry, you have to press this column. Here will be column, and then you have to press enter. So it will get in the right order. You don't do like this. You go and write code here. No, it will be wrong. It will not work. You have to write this. Click enter, and it will organize it correctly. Okay. Now here we have to write what this function will do. Functions are used because we want to reuse same code again and again, and that code is used to do some tasks. Like for example, this function job is to welcome us. Welcome to Facebook. It will take name, my name, your name, and it will say welcome to Facebook, Pratik. And we can use this function again and again. This function job is to do this task, and we can use it again and again in our program without writing the whole code under it. So we will write now code inside it that will greet us. So we want to print on the screen in strings. We can't write just like that, welcome to Facebook, like this, because it will look for the variable. Say welcome to Facebook. Okay. So we want to show exactly like this on the screen, welcome to Facebook. So we will do it in strings, welcome to Facebook. And now we want, after this, add the name. Okay. Welcome to Facebook, Pratik. So by doing this, what it will do is, it will print welcome to Facebook, and what we have value given inside the greet function here, name, it will print welcome to Facebook, Pratik. For example, welcome to Facebook, Alex, for example. Now our function has been done. So let's run it. Run. Nothing happened. Why? Because it like same variables, when we are reusing variables, we have to call it. Okay. Same way we have to call the function. Okay. So we have to call by this, like this. We have to call the function name, which we have defined here, greet. Okay. Greet. And I will put, instead of name here, variable, you have to put real name of yourself. That will go inside the variable name, and it will get here, welcome to Facebook, Alex, welcome to Facebook, Pratik. So you cannot write like this, welcome to Pratik, read Pratik. It will give error because Pratik is not defined. It is looking for the variable Pratik. So if we have the variable here, for example, name, for example, wait, here we will create a variable name. is equal to Pratik. Now it will work. Okay, wait. Uh, Pratik is equal to Pratik. Variable Pratik contain Pratik. Now it will work. Welcome to Facebook Pratik. Because it is looking for the variable Pratik and it is getting the variable, and inside that variable this value is there. Okay. But we want to exactly say Pratik here without using the variable. So we will use string here. When we want to show exactly what we want on the screen, we use print. Now we will run this. And it is saying welcome to Facebook Pratik, and it is working. And so when our codes get bigger and bigger, we want to write it in the better order, in the best practice. So the best practice is that whenever we want to use a function again, whenever we want to use a code again and again in our program, we create the function of it. For example, this function job is to greet. So we can use this function again and again in our program without writing again and again the underlying code, which is print welcome to Facebook. And it can be very big also. Okay, it can be mostly very big or medium size. Okay, it is a small example, that's why I make it small. So it will greet Pratik and we can call it again and again. Variables are used so that we can use the same data again and again, store the value. Same way like that, function stores the code so that we can use the same code again and again in our program without writing the whole code under it. Okay. Hopefully you have understand it. Hello everyone. In this video, I will teach you about strings in more detail. So let's start this video. So why we use string? Can we not write like this? Print hello. Name hello is not defined. So it is looking for the variable hello. What does I mean? So let's define a variable name hello, and it's contain a string which will be my name Pratik. Okay. Now we will print hello. So it is printing out Pratik, my name. So here it is exactly doing this. When we write print hello, it is looking for the variable which is hello, but it is not finding that variable. And here it is able to find it. So that's why it is printing hello, which is Pratik. So what we have to do it when we want to print exactly what we are writing. For example, I written my name, sorry. We will print, for example, hello friend, hello friend. So we want exactly to print on the screen hello friend. So we want this to be print on the screen exactly, nothing else. So we will press enter. Oh, sorry. Hmm. So it will print out on the screen exactly hello friend. So that is a string. Hopefully you have understand it. Hello everyone. In this video, I will teach you about multiple function arguments in Python. So let's start this video. In our last video, we have created this function which take one argument name and give us our name welcome to Facebook Pratik. Let's run it. When we call it welcome to Facebook Pratik. What we want, if we want to add our last name also, like it will say welcome to Facebook Pratik Singh. So here come multiple function arguments. We can add multiple function like our middle name, last name. So let's add two more functions here, our last name and middle name. So we will add two more function, not arguments, sorry. Middle name, first let's change it name. First name, middle name, and last name. Okay. And also we have to change it here also. We will copy it. Okay. And now here we have to give it three arguments, not one, because we have created of three arguments is function. So Pratik, we have given. Now middle name we will give Kumar and last name Singh. And now we will run it. Invalid syntax. Oh, sorry. Now it will work. Welcome to Facebook, Pratik Kumar Singh. This is the use of multiple function arguments. We can add more arguments here as we need, but for this video, this will be enough. Hopefully, you have understand. In this video, I will teach you about and, or, and not. So let's start this video. So we have this program here. Let's run it. It will ask for our name. For example, I will give Pratik. Welcome to Facebook, Pratik. So it is looking for if name is equal to Pratik, it will say welcome to Facebook, Pratik. And if this is not correct, then it will check if name is equal to Kevin, then it will say welcome to Facebook, Kevin. If none of both them are true, then it will do print this wrong username. Okay. So what if we want to check last name also? For example, we can ask input again for the last name. Let's make it first name. First name. And here we will ask for the input of last name. Okay. And here we will change it of first name to first name. And here we can, how we will check that if both are true. For example, name is equal to Pratik and last name is equal to string. So we can do and we will check for both. If, and here it will be first name. If first name is equal to Pratik and last name is equal to Singh. So what will happen here? First, let me complete this program and here last name. So it will check if first name is equal to, first it will ask for the input, first name input, what's your name, and then what's your last name. First name. First it will ask us what is your first name, and we will put our first name, and then it will ask our last name. Then it will check if first name is equal to Pratik and also check if last name is equal to Singh. If both of them are true, it will run this code. Welcome to Facebook, Pratik Singh. Okay. If one of them is wrong, then it could not run this code. It would say wrong username. Okay. Or see if it is Kevin. So let's run it. First write wrong name, Pratik. Title is correct. First name is correct. And last name is wrong, Kumar. So name is not defined. Wait. Okay. For this time we will do this. Comment are used to hide the code. Smut means the code will be not written by Python shell. Okay. Python interpreter. So we will run this. Pratik Kumar. Wrong username. Okay. Because one of this is wrong. It is not Singh. It is Kumar. Okay. So now we will put Singh. First name Pratik. Last name Singh. Welcome to Facebook, Pratik Singh. So this is the use of and. Okay. So now we see the use of or. Okay. So instead of first name, we will do name like before. Okay, let me go back here. Okay. And comment this. If we want to check if for example our name can be start with small letter or capital letter. Okay, so we have to check if both are true or not, because someone can type the name, for example Pratik, in capital letter first name capital letter character, or and for example start with the character of small letter first letter. Okay, so we can do like this. If name is equal to small first letter Pratik, or if name is equal to capital first letter Pratik. Then run this code. Okay. If any of this statement is true, for example, first letter is Pratik capital or small, for example, small Pratik, capital letter Pratik, any of this is true, it will run this block of code. Okay. So let's start. So we will run, for example, we will start with small Pratik first. Welcome to Facebook Pratik and capital letter Pratik. Okay, Pratik. Welcome to Facebook Pratik. Okay. So this is the use of or. And now we will see the use of not. Okay. So we will go back. And we can do if name is if not name is equal to Pratik. If this is not true, then this will run this block of code. Okay. Welcome to Facebook. And if this is true, welcome to name is equal to Pratik, it will say wrong username. First run it and see. For example, I will type Pratik, wrong username. Because this statement is true, it is equal to Pratik, but we want that if it is not true, okay, not. For example, it is first true, name is equal to Pratik is equal to true, and it will say not true. If not true is equal to false. Okay, if it is false, then it will say welcome to Facebook. And if it is correct, then name is equal to Pratik, it will say wrong username. Let's type another username, for example, Kevin. Welcome to Facebook. Okay. And we can do here, for example, name. Okay, so it will be more cool. Kevin. Welcome to Facebook, Kevin. So this was and, or, and not. Hopefully you have understand. Hello everyone. In this video, I will teach you about if and else statement in Python. So let's start this video. So let's write a program, and in that way I will teach you if and else statement by building it. First, we will take a name as the input. Name, input, and we say, what's your name? What's your name? Okay. And we will check if this name is equal to, if name is equal to Pratik. So what does it mean? It will check if name is equal to Pratik. Okay. We write double equal to check if these both are equal. Okay. It will check if name is equal to Pratik. It will run this block of code inside here, which we will write. So it will run print welcome to Facebook and here name Pratik. Okay, let's run it. It is asking for our name. Let's write Kevin. Nothing happened cause this statement here got false. That's why nothing happened. So let's write Pratik. Welcome to Facebook, Pratik. So this is if statement. Now we will talk about else statement. What if user type another name, like for example Kevin? We want to display a code. We want to display some statement like this is wrong username. Okay. So we will use here else, like this here, else equal to print wrong username. Okay. What is happening? First, it is checking if name is equal to Pratik. If name is equal to Pratik, this is running this block of code. If this is true, this statement. If this statement is not true, then it will run this block of code. Okay. So let's run it. First, we will do Pratik. What's your name, Pratik? Welcome to Facebook, Pratik. And now, Kevin. Wrong username. Okay. So this is else statement. And there is one more statement. Elif. Okay, let's write it first. Elif. If name is equal to, for example, we want to give access to another user also. For example, we want to give access to Kevin also this time. Okay, so if name is equal to Kevin, we will print this statement here. Welcome to Facebook Kevin. Okay, name will be Kevin, which we put inside name variable as an input. So what is happening here? First, this is taking a name input. What's your name? And checking name is equal to Pratik. If this is true, then this is running this block of code. Welcome to Facebook. If it is not true, then it will check this statement now. If elif name is equal to Kevin, if this is true, then this will run this code inside this. If none of both are true, then it will finally run this code, else wrong username. Let's try it. What's your name? Pratik. Welcome to Facebook Pratik. Okay, this statement ran. Okay, what's your name? Kevin. Welcome to Facebook Kevin. This run. Okay, now type another username. For example, George. Wrong username. Okay, hopefully you have understand about if, else and elif statement. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you about for loop in Python. So let's start this video. So here we have this program which will ask for your name as the input, and when you give your name, it will check that if name is equal to Pratik. If name is equal to Pratik, it will run this block of code. It will print welcome to Facebook Pratik. And if your name is equal to not Pratik, then it will print this block of code, wrong username. Let's run it. Let's type wrong username first, Kevin. Wrong username. And Pratik. Welcome to Facebook Pratik. But the problem here is that, for example, when we write wrong username Kevin, it say wrong username and we have to again run our program. But we want that it keep asking us about our username till we give it correct username, which is Pratik. So here comes for loop. By using for loop, we can repeat our program again and again till when, for example, we want to repeat our program 10 times. Okay, so we can use for loop here. So how we write for loop? First we will do for I in range. How many times we want to repeat? 10 times. So it will repeat our code 10 times. Okay, and we have to put this block inside here. And we want to break it. What I mean? Break, here we put. So what will happen here is that for I in range 10, we repeat this program 10 times. If we put here 20, we repeat 20 times this block of code. Okay, so what is happening here is first I will become 0 and repeat it, and then I will become 1 and then repeat this code, and I will become 2 till this way with till, and keep doing like this till it become 9. And when it become 9, it will run this code and then it will stop. So this 0 to 9. Okay, and whenever it is 1, for example, it will run this code, and till 9 it will run this code, and after that it will stop. Okay, so it is repeating the code 10 times. If you want to repeat this 50 times, you can do it here 50. Okay, 50 for example. And what is happening here at the break is that it will check your name Pratik, and if it will print, if name is equal to Pratik, it will print welcome to Facebook Pratik, and it will break. It will stop the code there. Okay, it will not repeat and it will not ask for your name again because the program get the correct username. Okay, until when it is getting wrong username, it will keep repeating this for 50 times. Let's run it. First cite it here, wrong username Kevin. Wrong username. What's your name? Okay, Vivek. Wrong username. George. Wrong username. Let's type Pratik. Welcome to Facebook Pratik. So this is for loop. Hopefully you have understand it. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you about while loops in Python. So let's start this video. So here we have the program which is a for loop. What happens here is that if we run it, it will ask for our name. For example, if we give Kevin, it will say wrong username. And if we give our Pratik to it, it will say welcome to Facebook Pratik and the loop will be end. So look at here the code. For I in int, it will run 50 times and it will ask for name. What's your name? And it will check that if name is equal to Pratik. If it is equal to Pratik, it will say welcome to Facebook and break the loop. And if it is not equal to Pratik, it will say wrong username and start the loop again. But here is the problem. But before that, if you don't know about for loop, you should click on the card and watch the for loop or click in the link in the description of the playlist to start over if you don't know any concept about like variable and all this stuff. I've created a whole playlist of Python for beginners. So what if we want to run this code again and again, only to break when name is equal to Pratik? Like it will break after 50 times, but we want to keep repeating it till we get Pratik as the username. So what we can do is, we can use while loop here. So how while loop is written? First, let's remove it. And while loop is written like this, while and let's gap. We don't need to give the gap, but it will look better. While name is not equal to Pratik, and so we want to run this loop. What it mean here? It will check that if name is equal to Pratik or not. If name is not equal to Pratik, it will run the code inside it, which will ask your name and say if it is welcome to Facebook or wrong username. So it will say wrong username because it is not equal to Pratik, and again run the loop, which is name is equal to what is your name, it will ask. But when it gets Pratik, it will stop the loop and say welcome to Facebook. Let's run it. So it is saying that name is not defined. You can look here because we have not defined the name, because it is starting the loop here, not here. Then it is looking that name is equal to not equal to Pratik, but we have not defined the name yet. So we have to define the name here. We can do is name is equal to, and we will leave it like this, strings, nothing inside it. Okay. And now if we will run it, what's your name? So we can say Kevin, Alex, wrong username it is saying. And now if we say Pratik, it will stop break the loop and say welcome to Facebook Pratik. So hopefully you have understand about while loop. Hello everyone, in this video I will be teaching you about true and false in Python. So let's start this video. Also, if you don't understand like if and else statement, while loop, anything which I talk about in this video, you should go to the description and click on the playlist Python for beginners, and there I have teach all of that. Okay. So if you understand all of this, I continue. So here we have, let's say talk about true and false. True and false start with capital letter true. Like you can see here, it has got orange color, orange or yellow, orange I think. Let's click it, enter, right, and it doesn't give any error. So that means this is correct. Okay. Let's give false. Start with capital letter. Oh, sorry. False. False. It doesn't give any error. So why it is used? So let's see an example. Next example, x is equal to, okay, name is equal to Pratik. We will be storing inside it. And now we will see name is equal to Pratik. We are checking if name is equal to Pratik. So what do you think answer will come? Guess it. Let's do it. True, because name is equal to Pratik. So here it is checking that it is Pratik or not. So it is giving true and false. True, okay. And say name is equal to Kevin. False. This is true and false. Okay, let's see another example. If name is equal to Pratik, print welcome to Facebook. So what do you think if I press enter will happen? Guess it. Let's do it. Welcome to Facebook. What happened here is it check if name is equal to Pratik. So it is checking name is equal to Pratik. So if name is so what is happening here is that name is equal to Pratik because we have defined it here. So it become true like this. If true, so when it become true, the code inside this run. And when it become false, if name is equal to not Pratik, like if name is equal to Kevin, so here we had defined Pratik, so it will be false. So it will not run the code. Let's do it again, copy paste it. If name is equal to Kevin. So what do you think answer will be? Guess it? Nothing, cause it is false. No code is running inside it. We can do like this also. Here we will copy it. If name is equal, if true, cause, and in the end when it get into the code, it becomes true or false here. Okay. First it will start with here. Name is equal to equal, and then it will go to here. Okay. So it is true. What do you think it will happen here? Let's see. Welcome to Facebook. Writing this versus writing this is equal to same. Okay. It's not same exactly, but means same because it in the end it will become true. And here it will become false. False. So what do you think answer will be here? Nothing, because it become false and no code inside will has then. So this is the use of true and false. How simple it is. Hopefully you have understand it. Hello everyone. In this video I will be teaching you about string slicing in Python. So let's start this video. So you all know that what is string. String is basically used to store your words, characters, or print it out like this. Name is equal to Pratik. We have stored the name. You can store name, age. In here we will use strings, okay? Or you can print it out your name, age, okay? So we use string basically for letters and words, okay? So what is string slicing? So for example, we want to print the name. So we can print the name, but what we want to slice some part out of it, not the whole name. For example, only P. So this is what string slicing is. Let's write the code and see. Print. How can we slice? Let's see. Print. And because we want to print it on the screen. And what variable we want to print? Name. Okay. And then we will go give it bracket. Okay. Bracket. And here we have to do is what part we want to slice. So it start from here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we want to slice P, which is on 0. So we will do 0 and press enter. So it has slice of the first letter, which is P. Okay, so what we want to slice the third letter, which is A. So 0, 1, 2. So this is 2. Okay, so we have sliced it. Okay, now what if we want to slice even more part, like from P to A? So how we can do it? PRA. So we can do like this. First is we start from 0 until A. But if we do like this 0, 1, 2, so it will not include A up to A. So it will only give PR. So that means we have till, if we want from P to PRA, we have to do till T. Okay, that will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So T will be not included. Let's do 3. Guess the answer. Let's enter PRA. Okay, here we have. Now we can also do like this also. It will start from 0, okay? Or we can also do like this till the end. If we not to put anything here at the both side, it will start from P and go to the all end, okay? If we don't put anything, it will start from front like this P, and if you don't put anything in the end, it will go till the end, okay? So this is string slicing, and there is one more thing here. Steps. What we want to slice only, for example, like normally it is slicing PRATIK. What if you want to slice gapping one part like PA I. So we are getting steps like this P-A-I, gapping one part, okay? And generally it is like P-R-A-T-I-K. So we can do steps like this, add here steps and do like this. First this is start, this is end, and this is steps. So we can do two. Guess the answer. Let's do it. P-A-I. It has gap one part, P-A-I. And generally it was P-R-A-T-I-K. Now let's do gap three part. So it would be like this. So guess the answer. P-T. So it has gap in two part. P and then T. And then K. K is not there. After K there is nothing. So hopefully you have understand string slicing. This is basically slicing the part of the string. It's called string slice. In this video, I will be teaching you about data types in Python. So let's start this video. So what is data types? So let's start with data. Data is basically, for example, number is a data. Your strings is the data. Decimals is the data. This is data. What is data type? That, for example, a string is a data type which we use, and for example a number is a different type of data type, and a decimal number is a different type of data type, okay? And a true and false is also a different type of data type which is used to accomplish a different type of goal. For example, here we have a name variable. So here we will store a data. So what type of data we will store here? So for this we will store strings, because strings is a word and we want to store a word here which is name. So we will store Pratik. So this is the data type string. We can also see it by printing it, what data type it is. So we can do is type here. This is a function which lists out the data type. So let's do it. We want to see what data type is name. So it is telling string data type, okay? And now there is one more data type, that is integer. So for example, when we use integer, for example, here we have a variable named age. So here we want to store the data. So that data will be age. So here we will use integer data type, because we cannot directly use like this 24. Okay, this is what we want to use, the age. Okay, so we can do is we can use 24. And now we can print it, what data type it is on the screen. Print type function and age, integer. So this is integer, and there is one more, that is float. Let's see what float is. A weight is equal to 40.2 kg. So if we want to store weight, we cannot directly use integer, because we don't in integer you cannot use decimals, okay? So we have to use float, because we are storing decimal number. In math, in real math, it is called decimals, but in Python it is called float, okay? So decimals are called float in Python, okay? So we will store it. Sorry, we have put in kg. Kg we cannot put. Now it is right. Now let's print it out. It's type weight. It is float, okay? And there is also true and false also. For example, it is true. So something is true, we can store it here, true. Or it is false. For example, it is false. So we can store false here. So hopefully you have understand about data types. Basically data types are the data, but of different types. For example, sometimes we use strings, sometimes we use integers, sometimes we use decimals, sometimes we use true and false, depending on our need. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you about list in Python. So let's start this video. So what are lists and why they are used? For example, we have a variable called person and we want to store values inside it. For example, its name, age, weight, is he married or not, true and false. So If we use a simple variable, we can only store one value. For example, its name. What if we want to store multiple values? So here come list. We can do like this, brackets, and inside we can store values. For example, its name, Pratik. We will give comma. We can store its age, 24. We can store multiple data types. For example, here we will do integer, and here we will do float. Okay, float will be in decimals. In maths we call it decimal, and in Python we call it float, decimal values. So weight will be 75.6 kg, and is he married or not? No, false. So we can store booleans also, different data types, and we will do enter, and it all got stored. So let's print it out. Print Pratik, person, sorry. So here we have, what if we want to get only one value? For example, we want to get its age. So how we can do it is, we will do print because we want to show it on the screen, and we will do person because we want to call this person, and inside that age. Okay, so we will do bracket like this, and it start from 0, not 1. For example, it will start from, if you want to get Pratik, we will do person and here 0. If you want to get 24, we will do 1. Okay, so we will do 1. And we have got the value 24. Let's get another value. For example, we will get its weight. Okay, so guess it, what will be here after person? I hope you have guessed right. It will be 0, 1, 2. Okay, let's do it. Weight, we have got the weight, which is 75.6. Hopefully you have understand about list. List is basically used when we want to store multiple data or multiple data types inside variable. In this video, I will teach you how to add and remove item from the list using append, insert and remove function. So let's start this video. So let's create a list first, which will be called person. And this person is a list which will contain the person detail. So let's say we want a person name. I will put my name Pratik, and weight 75.6 kg, and height and age will be 24. And now is I am married or not? So it will be false, I am not married. So we have successfully created a list. Let's print it out. So we have the list of the detail of the person, which is me. Okay, what if we want to add one more item here? Like I want to add for example my height. Okay, so we already have created the list, so we have to append it now. Okay, so here come append function. By using append function, we can add item to the list after we created the list. So how we use append function? First we have to write the list name, list, and dot append to append what we want to add inside it. Let's say we want to append the height, which will be 6 feet. Now let's enter, and now let's print the list out, person. So we have successfully added 6 inside the list. Okay, but you can see that it is adding inside it in the last. Okay, it is adding the item in the last of the list. Okay, let's add one more item, person dot append, let's say 9. You guess it where it will add, here, where. Okay, now print it out. We have appended 9. So whenever you append something, it will add it inside, it will add at the last. Okay, so what if you want to add something at the start? For example, we want to add something after our name Pratik here, before 75.6 or after 75.6. So here comes insert function. So how to use insert function? So we will type the list name person, same way like we do it append. Here we will use insert function, and what we want to insert, before that we have to write the position. So you know the position start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will add at 1. We want to add it after Pratik. Okay, so we will do 1, and what we have to add is his last name, which is Singh. Okay, So now we will do enter and we will print it out and guess it where it will be. The last name Singh. You can see we have added it inside after Pratik, which is Singh. Let's add something else, which is Pratik Singh. Let's say we want to add whole name Pratik Kumar Singh. Okay, so we will do here Kumar, and so where we want to add it before Singh. Okay, so that will be 0 1, and or after that if we want to add after Singh, it will be 2. So let's add it after the Singh. So let's print it out. Pratik Singh Kumar. After Pratik we have added. Okay, what if you want to remove Singh from it? So here come remove function. So we can do is same way like we did it insert and append person dot remove, and what we want to remove is Singh. Oh, so we have done it with started with small letter. It is in capital letter started with. So keep in mind this. So it has successfully removed it. So now let's see Pratik Kumar. Okay. Now let's remove Kumar also. So just what you have to write here. Guess it. Kumar. Oh, sorry. Not capital. Like I already said, it matters if you are starting with capital or small letter or your whole word is capital or small. Okay. So here we have Kumar, all small letter Kumar. So it has removed, no error. Now let's print it out. Yeah, it has removed. Hello everyone, in this video I will be teaching about dictionaries in Python. So let's start this video. So why we use dictionaries and what are dictionaries? Let's say I give you an example. First, let's create a list. List will be about person, details. Person is equal to its name. Name will be my name, Pratik. Age will be 24. Weight will be 76.5 kg. Is he married or not? False, I am not married. And yeah, here we have the list. But let's say you have a website, you have a build a website and user put their details there. Okay. For example, there will be lots of more details like height, like we have here, weight, name, but there's will be also last name and their addresses and also their credit card number. So how we assess it? We have to just do it like this generally when using list person. If you are not understanding list, here will be playlist. I have explained it well. Person, and here will be, if we want to assess age, we will do 1. Sorry. Person. Sorry. Sorry. Person, and here we want age. So 0, 1. Okay. So we got the age, but our list will become bigger because our website, for example, their user will put lots of details there like addresses, credit card details. So finding that using just position like 0 1 2 3 will be difficult. We will be confused where that data is. So here comes dictionaries. So in dictionaries we will have a key. For example, a key will be name here and the value will be Pratik, and the key will be age and value will be your age, and the key will be weight and your value will be your weight. Is he married will be key and the value will be false. So here let's create it. In order to create it, we will do same process. First we will define a variable person. So we will do is we will use curly bracket in order to create dictionaries, and here we will have a key. A key could be anything, floats, integers or strings. So I will keep here strings. So we will put name and this, and now value. Value can be also any type of data types. So we will put the value here, Pratik. We will give comma to put another dictionary. We will give age, column, and our age, which can be integer 24, and also weight, comma, weight, column, weight would be 76.5 kgs, and his, and let's leave it right now with these values. We'll press enter. So we didn't get any error, that means our code was right. So how we will assess it? We will assess it like this. We want to print it, so we will use print function, and we will do person, cause we want to print the key value of the person. Okay, person, and bracket, and the key we have to type. We will put the key and we will get the value. Okay, so we will put the key and we will get the value. So we want the value of the name. Okay, so we will put the value here, name, and we will press enter. Name is not defined. Okay, sorry, cause it is a string, so we have to put here string. Now we have got the value Pratik. Same way like we can do here, we can get the age. Age is 24, and same way like we can do is equal to weight. The use of it is basically like if you use list, for example. List is good if you want to store a little bit of value, but when you have more values, like you have data from the website like name, age, last name, first name, credit card details, it get messy. You can't remember which position it is. By using dictionary, you know the, for example, you will search the name of the person. So you will put here name and you will get the value Pratik. You will put the age, you will get the age, you will put weight, you will get the weight. So it is much simpler. Hello everyone, in this video I will be teaching about dictionaries methods. So let's start this video. If you don't know about dictionaries, or if you haven't watched my last video, you should click on the link that will take you to my Python course playlist. There you can watch the video about dictionaries or any topic if you don't know. So let's start this video. So there are many type of methods in dictionaries like retrieving data, removing data, updating the dictionaries. Let's go step by step. So let's create the dictionary first. It will call person, and let's say we will put name, and I will put my name, Pratik. Let's put weight. Weight will be 75.6. Let's keep it float, and let's put the height, h, height 6 feet. Okay, now we have successfully created a dictionary. Let's see how we can get the keys first. If we want all the keys like name, weight, height, how we can get it? First we will do print, because we want it to be displayed on the screen, print it out. So we will do person dot keys, as simple as it sounds, and press enter. So we got all the keys. Now see how we can get the values. This process is exactly same, a little bit different, like only we have to change here keys to values. Simple. So we got all the values. Now let's see how we can update the dictionary. For example, we have to change the height from 6 to 7. How we can do it? So let's do it by person dot update, and here we have to put the key height, HEIGST. Make sure the spelling is correct. And what we want to update? Let's see. From 6 to we want to put 7 feet height. So let's do it. Okay. Long syntax. Here we have to put curly bracket also. Make sure we put the curly bracket here, then it will work. Yeah, we have successfully updated our dictionaries. Now let's print it out. Print person. So we have successfully updated the value of our height from 6 to 7. For example, if we put here another value, for example, by mistake, for example, we put here uh, age 24. What will happen if you put this value? Because this key and value is not there. Let's do it. No error. Let's see. Let's print it out. So it has added at the end age and key and value. Okay. So if you are updating something and that is available, so it will update this function update. Okay. Or if the other value is not available, it will add that in the last. Okay. Now let's see how we can remove any value, key and value. Okay. So we can do is person dot pop to remove. And what we want to remove, let's say we want to remove age. Let's print enter. Let's print it out. Person. So we have successfully removed the age. Okay. If we also want to remove, for example, last item, which is height, we can do like this. Person dot pop item takes no argument given one. Okay, sorry, it don't take any argument. It just remove the last one. Okay, because we are not removing anyone. It has successfully removed the height key value. Okay, now let's print it out. The person, and you will see the height is gone. Okay, this is how we remove it, update it, all that stuff. Now let's see how we can copy the dictionaries. There is also a method for this. Okay, let's have a variable called person 2. Okay, and here we can do is person dot copy and enter. Let's print the person out. Person 2, sorry. So we have successfully copied the key value of that dictionary to this from person to person 2. And there is one more that will clear it all. It will delete all of that. So that is person 2 dot remove. Sorry, clear. Okay, no error. Now let's print it out. It is empty dictionary.